Super Smash Bros. Switch is just a few months away from release, but whether it's a deluxe remaster or a brand new game will have a heavy impact on one matter, namely if we will see any or all of the 3DS exclusive stages in the game. So in this episode of Inside Super Smash Bros. Switch, we'll look over all these stages and see which ones should make it into the game. Super Smash Bros. For 3DS is the best-selling version of Super Smash Bros. 4. It may not be the superior version, but it still had content that was better than in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. A good example is Smash Run, which was way more enjoyable than whatever the hell Smash Tour was. But still, please bring back the story mode. We need another Subspace Emissary. Anyways, the subject of this episode is the stages, and the 3DS version of Super Smash Bros. Had a number of exclusive stages ranging from many different franchises and handheld games. That was the deal with Super Smash Bros. 4. The 3DS version had stages mostly based on handheld games, whereas the Wii U received stages based on console ones. But with Super Smash Bros. Switch, we see a return to the one Smash game formula, meaning that all stages will be found in one single game. So it matters no longer if the game was on a handheld or home console. It's one and the same on the Switch. In other words, there is quite a possibility that the 3DS exclusive stages could make an appearance in Super Smash Bros. Switch. The question is, which ones should make the cut, and which ones should stay in 240p? Before we start though, if Super Smash Bros. Switch is a remaster, then there is a chance we could see all the 3DS stages ported over. These consist of 3D Land from Super Mario 3D Land, Golden Plains from New Super Mario Bros. 2, Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 7, Paper Mario from Sticker Star, Gerudo Valley from Ocarina of Time 3D, The Spirit Train from Spirit Tracks, Dreamland from Kirby's Dream Land, Unova Pokemon League and Prism Tower from Pokemon X and Y, Retro Mute City from F-Zero, Magicant from Earthbound, Arena Ferox from Fire Emblem Awakening, Reset Bomb Forest from Kid Icarus Uprising, Tortimer Island from Animal Crossing New Leaf, Balloon Fight, The Living Room from Nintendogs, Find Me, Tomodachi Life, PictoChat 2, and the Pac Maze from PacMan. As you can see, most of these stages are based on either 3DS titles or handheld games in general. So with a remaster, all of these could, or actually should, make their way into Super Smash Bros. Switch. However, if the game, as all indications are pointing to right now, is brand new, it means we will have to select a few, which makes sense as all of these stages will have to be remade in HD at 60 frames per second. Magicant. It's Earthbound, duh. The only Earthbound stage we got in Super Smash Bros. Wii U was on it, and that's been in every damn game since Melee. Even so, Smash 4 brought us a great new Earthbound stage. The only problem was that it was exclusive to the 3DS. It's very unique from the other Smash Bros. Stages. If you've never heard of Earthbound before, you probably would have thought that this was a Kirby stage or something, mostly because of how sweet and dreamy it presents itself. One of the features of this stage was Dungeon Man, who would appear acting as a moving platform to shake up the battle, and then you have Flying Man, who would fight alongside you. While we're on this topic, where the hell is that Mother 3 stage, Nintendo? Lucas is in the game, isn't he from Mother 3? So give him a damn stage! Stop teasing us! Your E3 2014 presentation was more than enough. Pac-Maze. Pac-Land on the Wii U was okay. Just okay. Like, nothing more than okay. But what is Pac-Man all about? Pinky, Blinky, Inky, and Clyde. And Pac-Maze encompasses all of them. It was quite shocking that this stage wasn't even on the Wii U, as it literally defines PacMan and is the perfect retro stage for Super Smash Bros. Switch. It basically plays like a PacMan stage, only it's with platforms and it's Smash. What more can you ask for? Of course, this will all be dependent on whether or not PacMan returns in Super Smash Bros. Switch, but we seriously hope he does after this magical moment.
The Wii U version of Smash got Mario's Circuit, but nothing can beat Rainbow Road, and Mario Kart 7 had one of the best renditions of that track. So it undoubtedly would make its way to the 3DS version of Super Smash Bros. 4. But come on Sakurai, give us this epic space adventure on the Switch in HD. What more can we say? Just look at this footage. It looks so much better than Mario's Circuit from Mario Kart 8.
Reset Bomb Forest. Based on one of the most memorable moments in Kid Icarus Uprising, the only problem with that scene was that it was in 240p. Now it can get a second chance at redemption with Super Smash Bros. Switch by putting the 3DS exclusive stage into the new HD game. Imagine fighting in this battlefield, when all of a sudden a gigantic bomb goes off, leaving in its wake a massive forest, changing immensely the geometry of the stage with destructible platforms. We need this stage in Super Smash Bros. Switch because... duh! Tortimer Island. So, Villager will definitely return to Super Smash Bros. Switch, but still, in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, we had only one Animal Crossing stage, and it was the same one from Brawl. Still, the only stage to be based on Animal Crossing New Leaf obviously ended up being on the 3DS. It is very unlikely that we will have an Animal Crossing game on Switch by the launch of Smash Bros, unless we get a huge surprise at this E3. If not, then Tortimer Island should definitely make its way to Super Smash Bros. Switch, as this stage is an island arena that spawned many fruits for your healing pleasure. It's this, or an Animal Crossing Switch stage, baby.
You don't know how tired we are of seeing another freaking Pokemon Stadium in Super Smash Bros. So why not give us something as unique as Prism Tower from Pokemon X and Y? Or why not just give us Prism Tower? This is a Pokemon stage that isn't really a Pokemon stage, but more like a Paris Light stage. You're flying around the City of Light and don't get obstructed by Pokemon every 10 seconds. So much so that it isn't banned in Smash 4 tournaments, and that's quite a lot. It's a welcome change of pace to the traditional Pokemon stage setup, where you can't go 10 seconds without the damn legendary interrupting your battle.
Gerudo Valley. Both of the Zelda 3DS stages are good, but if we had to pick one, that would be Gerudo Valley, because A, nostalgia, and B, it's a stage that remains perfectly still until the bridge collapses and Koame and Kotake come in to mess half of it up. And let's face it, we need this track in Super Smash Bros. Switch. And with the proper stage to match. Speaking of, the 3DS stages only had 2 tracks available for each stage. How about expanding these on the Switch version? So if this is a brand new game, they will obviously not have all the stages in Super Smash Bros. 4. This goes for both of the 3DS stages and the Wii U stages. As a bonus, let's take a look at the stages from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U to see which ones should turn up on the Switch. The Boxing Ring. One of the best inclusions in Smash 4 was Little Mac. Yes, his aerial game was hella weak, but he brought with him one of the best stages we have seen in any Smash game period. The Boxing Ring is both a visual spectacle and at the same time incredibly well designed with so many layers. You have the ring itself, the ropes, and you can even take the battle outside. It's a proper battlefield where even the ring isn't safe from the light fixture falling on top of you. Jungle Hijinks. While we still think we're overdue for a Tropical Freeze stage, especially with the Switch port on the way, Jungle Hijinks should make another comeback in Smash Switch. There really isn't another stage like it with its 2-plane setup, but it's no wonder this stage is banned in tournaments. All we ask for in return is that sweet Tropical Freeze stage. Pilotwings. It's kind of interesting that Pilotwings was a Wii U exclusive when Pilotwings Resort was a 3DS exclusive. What why was it not in Smash on the 3DS then? Oh well, we kind of liked the stage on Smash for Wii U, because flying stages are our favorite, as you probably could have guessed by this video. Colosseum.
You already know that Super Smash Bros. Switch is probably going to have way too many Fire Emblem characters, once again. But if there's one thing we would love to see return from this series into Smash, it's the Colosseum stage from Super Smash Bros. Wii U. Seeing as the Colosseum has appeared in most of the Fire Emblem games, this is a pretty safe bet with Fire Emblem Switch just around the corner, or at least a few months away. Colosseum was great because it was a stationary stage with ascending platforms from time to time, but it had a lot of playroom, which meant that the battles could really stretch, as it was difficult to knock out opponents. It's classic Fire Emblem, it will come back, we know it.
Wrecking Crew. There aren't many NES throwback stages on Smash for Wii U, but Wrecking Crew was the perfect transition to a 3D space, as this stage keeps you on your toes. You need to continue ascending if you want to make it out of this alive. It would be cool to revisit such a unique and classical stage on Super Smash Bros. Switch. Gamer. WarioWare stages have always had unique quirks to them, and the Gamer stage was no exception. Not only did you have to make sure to survive a Smash Bros. Battle, but you also had to watch out for your mother. Otherwise, you're grounded, sonny. While it would be cool for them to come up with a new WarioWare stage, Gamer is always welcome to come back in Super Smash Bros. For Switch. Just don't tell mother. Mario Galaxy. There is guaranteed to be a Mario Odyssey stage in Super Smash Bros. Switch, but we're still scratching our heads wondering why they didn't put a 3D World stage into Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So in that regard, we would be fine seeing Mario Galaxy return on Smash Bros. Switch, just as long as we don't see Mushroom Kingdom U show its ugly face. I'll tell you what though, give us that New Donk City stage and we'll call it a day. Gwar Plains. If we're going to have both Shulk and Rex along with Pyra and Mythra in Super Smash Bros. Switch, then it would be okay to bring back Gwar Plains along with whatever Xenoblade Chronicles 2 stage they decide to put in there. This place was massive and made for some truly intense 8-player battles. And as for stage hazards like Metal Face, Ridley, and f***ing Yellow Devil, bosses belong in single-player modes, not as constant interruptions in multiplayer. Like, the Yellow Devil is the reason why Wily's Castle isn't even on this list. But we'll return to this subject in a future video. Stay tuned.
And now over to the stages we think will be replaced, starting with Skyloft. The reason for this is simple: a rotating Breath of the Wild Hyrule stage. As for Kalos Pokemon League, it will most likely be replaced with either the Alola League or whatever league the new Pokemon Switch will bring to the table. The same goes for Windy Hill Zone from Sonic Lost World, which will probably be replaced with a stage from Sonic Forces, or just scratch that, Sonic Mania, as that is a good Sonic game.
And Yoshi's Woolly World stage will be replaced with something resembling the new Yoshi Switch game. Then there are some stages that will have to be taken out altogether and replaced with something completely different. These include Woohoo Island, Wii Fit Studio, and obviously Miiverse. Rest in peace. Overall, with the new Super Smash Bros. Game on Switch, there will have to be some changes. You can't expect all Smash 4 stages to return. That would have been the case if this was a remaster, but all evidence points to the contrary. So for the next video, we will look closer at what kind of stages will replace the ones not returning from Super Smash Bros. 4. But with that, we'd like to thank you all for watching this episode of Inside Super Smash Bros. Switch. If you liked this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new for more Smash Bros. And Nintendo content. We'd also like to thank our Patreon supporters, including royal producer Kenyatta Ali. If you'd like to know how you can contribute to the channel in exchange for some awesome perks, be sure to visit patreon.com/commonrealm. In the meantime, girls and guys, we will see you all in the next one.